Ladies and gentlemen across the galaxy, I got some sad news. Sad news. I've known this guy for a long time, since the dawn of my channel, Gary, as you guys may know him by. But today, Capital Games, you broke him. I've never seen him cry once, and you broke him. And Gary, he represents the community, and this guy, you broke his poor little heart. And I hope you're happy with yourself. Wow, weird emotions going on today. I was first very stoked about the Radis kit reveal. We had the kit reveal for the Radis. That is coming out tomorrow. I've been really excited. The direction they're taking ships and the creativity they're bringing. I was very happy in the video. If you click on the card in the top right-hand corner, you'll see the full kit reveal for the Radis. But ladies and gentlemen across the galaxy, what I'm about to show you now is absolute trash. I don't like being a negative person. I do not like being a negative person, but this upcoming Galactic Legends Ray and Kyle event, it's going to be the most pay-to-play event of all time. Some of the steepest requirements of all time. And I don't care if you're a whale or free-to-play, this is affecting every single person out there right now. And I just want to share my opinions about this. We're going to talk about the second step of the requirements. The good news is that alleged screenshot we showed the other day, it looks like that is not going to be 100% indicative of what's happening. But this is a lot worse than what the screenshot is showing. We don't even have the third batch requirements. If they add Rose Tico at Relic 7 or 5, people are going to flip. And this is actually a perfect transition, since this is going to be the most pay-to-play content of all time in Galaxy of Heroes, and these requirements are going to be steep no matter if you're free-to-play or whale, and I got to make videos on these guys regardless. Let's go ahead and play a Raid Shadow Legends sponsor for helping me afford this very costly game. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. Raid Shadow Legends is sponsoring today's video, a free-to-play hero collector RPG mobile game with over 400 champions to collect, ladies and gentlemen. If you're looking for a game with plenty of content, Raid Shadow Legends will not disappoint. And on top of all the new content Raid is offering, all the new characters, you can also play this on your PC if you want to take this to a more of a desktop experience. And really, with these dungeons, my favorite part about this game is that each and every one of these dungeons offers a very unique raid experience with all these bosses really challenging and taking your roster to a whole other level. Now, if you want to play this game along with me, ladies and gentlemen, there's a link down below in the video description. And if you use those links and you're a new player, you'll be getting 100,000 silver, 2 clan boss keys, 3 ancient shards, and 1 free champion, the Executioner. He can stun, but also he has a chance to remove turn meter, and in turn-based games, turn meter control is one of the biggest mechanics you can take advantage of. If you use those links, all the treasures that I mentioned will be found right here, but be quick, because these rewards are only available for the next 30 days. With that brief word from our sponsor, let's break this down more. Every single person I've talked to, whale, free-to-play, mobile gamer, whatever the case may be, I've just seen nonstop negativity about this, and I don't like being a negative person. I love this game with all my heart. This is my pretty much the game I spent the most time playing. But we just got the next batch of requirements for the Galactic Legends. If you remember, there was a screenshot going around. The screenshot looked a lot more rosy than what we had over there. Who knows if this was legit or not? There's a very good chance maybe things are subject to change, because even Capital Games themselves, they changed their stance. Every single character for this upcoming event will require relics. This is definitely a change of pace. This is the first batch of requirements that were released, and I was able to endure this. I was able to swallow these requirements. Relic 7 Jedi Training Ray, fine. She's an all right character. Relic 7 Colorado Mask, fine. Okay character. They both form very solid teams, and they said down here, which really made this wasn't that big of an issue, because back then, just about 2 weeks ago, they said the minimum requirements for each character will vary, and not all characters will require relics for this event. That was back on January 29th. All of a sudden, after internal review, more money, they have decided to change the overall requirements. So they put this in bold so you guys know, so that all characters will require relics. None of the announced character requirements are changing. So going forward, we thought maybe they'd throw us a bone here and there, and there'd be a way for maybe not every single character needing relics. Like, I figured Scavenger Ray would be needed, but not at Relic 7. Relic 7 Scavenger Ray and Relic 7 normal Kylo Ren, the OG Kylo Ren, they're gonna be needed for these upcoming events. And man, I mean, all of my opinion that I'm gonna say from here on out, it is assuming the relic abilities aren't gonna make these characters better, the reworks aren't gonna make these characters better, and that we're also assuming these characters are not gonna be a part of the new First Order and Resistance team. Rey Scavenger and Kylo Ren at best are C grade characters in this game when you put them in the right lineup. Outside of the ideal Resistance and First Order faction, they are about D plus, C minus characters. Oh gosh. And then Relic 3 Resistance Pilot, which has not really been a great character ever since normal Finn got nerfed to oblivion with his leadership. Resistance Pilot, not really all that solid. Poe Dameron, again, ever since Finn got a nerf to his leadership and they refunded the Zeta, he has not been a great character. I rarely ever see him used anymore. I mean, I'm gonna try to put some positivity on all this. Primarily my emotions are not happy. I'm not happy about these requirements. I will say this. The stuff that Star Wars Galaxy, the Galaxy of Heroes does, no other game could pull that off. And it's because we love Star Wars so much that people are willing to endure this. I can't imagine games like Marvel Strike Force, Raid Shadow Legends, Dragon Champions doing stuff like this where they're making you go above and beyond Relic 7, a D grade character, and people would retaliate in almost any other game. I don't know how the response is going to be in this community, but all I know is that this game can get away with so much because it's Star Wars, and we've taken each bad update or iteration over time because it's just Star Wars. I hope I'm not being too negative. I definitely think today there's definitely a reason to be negative to some extent about this. There's not a happy spin to it, but the happy spin I could potentially put on this is that the Rata ship looks really awesome. I love the Rata ship, the way it's going. Don't get into some The Last Jedi debates. Yes, I don't like The Last Jedi. The comments with The Last Jedi debates, it's irrelevant. Lore in Galaxy Heroes is irrelevant to what's going on in the movies. I love the ship, and the Resistance ships are going to be very important to that upcoming Rata. So the only positive spin I can potentially put on this is that at least you're going to be relicking up to a very high extent D-grade characters that are going to be great for the Ratus fleet. So it's not like this is going to go completely out the door because each and every one of these characters has a ship. That's the positive spin I can put on it. Is that enough to overcome the fact that they're making you do Relic 7 Scavenger when there's so many other important characters in the game to get to Relic 7 first? Like, Gear 13 Rey Scavenger, fine. Relic 7? Are you out of your minds? Are you outside your mind? Galactic Legend Kylo, and this is the next point I don't get. Why is it the relic requirements are steeper for Kylo Ren compared to the Resistance? Why is it there's, this is not Relic 5, but you need Relic 5 Captain Phasma. At least Scavenger Rey and Kylo Ren, I can make an argument they're useful. And that's a very tough argument to make. Kylo Ren is at least more useful than Scavenger Rey. He's very helpful for a First Order Kylo Ren, which makes a C, B minus team at best in the game right now. Captain Phasma, are you outside your mind? This is a character that has not been useful unless you're under level 50 in the game. Man, I had to take a big pause right there. I can't fathom why they're making us do this again. All this might make sense. All of my concerns that I have and all these people's concerns that are being brought to me may be easily resolved if they simply give reworks to these characters, relic abilities to this character, or gosh dang it, maybe the new Jedi Rey and the new Supreme Leader Kylo Ren are gonna have absurd kits where you're gonna want to have Captain Phasma and gosh forbid Resistance Pilot on your team. I'm having a hard time seeing that path, but I hope to goodness Capital Games does that. There's usually a big ultimate plan for Capital Games, and they're just so quiet. I haven't talked to them in ages. I don't know what's going on inside the mind of Capital Games. I'm not a beta tester. A beta tester would probably have a better insight than I do right now. And then First Order Executioner, that's the best character out of this whole list right here. And even so, you still need him in a First Order team to form a middle-of-the-rung team in the game. So at least First Order Executioner, I'm not going to freak out too much about that because at least it's a very solid, free-to-play, accessible character. But again, I have so many things on my Relic to-do list. I got my Relic 7 Kylo Ren mask, got my Relic 7 Jedi Training Rey, and I was like, okay, I feel like I'm pretty good. I don't think they're going to add any more Relic 7 characters, and I was 100% wrong. There is going to be multiple Relic 7 characters needed to unlock these characters. Only upside to all this is that the amount of people that are going to get these characters is going to be a very small window. There's not going to be a lot of people, which is a good thing perhaps, but the downside is you want to add content so everyone can enjoy at one point or another. I don't care if you're a whale, kraken, or free-to-play dolphin. This is going to affect you one way or another because getting to Relic 7 is very costly if you want to do it right now. And also, for you to go off your path to go after a Relic 7 Scavenger Rey, unless they change the in-game economy to make it easier to get the Relic 7, this is horrendous no matter where you are in the hierarchy of the food chain in terms of spending money in Galaxy Heroes or not spending money. I don't know, guys. I hopefully my frustrations with this game are not misplaced. I usually feel like I'm on the point with a lot of the frustrations and share a lot of frustrations with the grand majority of the population out there that plays this game that we love so dearly. But stuff like this is like, ouch. Why are you doing this to us? And again, I'm hoping that we just don't see the full picture, that these Relic 7 scavenger raid is going to be at some point. I mean, people are still chasing after Malik, Darth Revan. I mean, I would much rather get Darth Revan to Relic 7 or Jedi Knight Revan to Relic 7 or Commander Luke, or the list goes on and on and on, than Scavenger Rey and Kylo Ren and Resistance Pilot, even at Gear 13. And then for the average person, I mean, it's already bad enough. I've been speaking mostly positive things about the upcoming Radis event. I think it's overall a fantastic thing to be adding. But really, there's that negative that really people, if you're not going to spend money, it's going to take about, assuming you get 20 blueprints a month, it looks like it's going to be a 4 to 5 month grind to even get the Admiral and Holdo's ship to 7 stars. All this content is being so stretched out, and let's not even talk about how long the average person, how do you define an average person? It's hard to say, but getting their average person to Relic 7 Scavenger Raid, it's going to be years, maybe a year out there, 2 years. It's not content. You need content for people to enjoy now, and this is just not enjoyable. But hopefully, when we see the more requirements being released over time, maybe it'll make more sense. And that Scavenger Raid, you're going to be happy to have her at Relic 7. Maybe that Millennium Falcon for the Radis is going to be so god tier. You're going to want to have that Relic 7 Rey. That's not usually enough for me to do a Relic 7 on a character. The character needs to be good as well. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I'm definitely upset. I haven't felt this upset about the game in quite a long time. This is definitely the most upset I've seen people and myself, and I'm usually a happy guy here. I'm usually one of the more cheerful people around here at the Empire. Just for fun, real quick, I want to show you the Gear 13 data. How many people have these characters at Gear 13? We're not talking about relics. How many people have the relics on them? But just in regards to Scavenger Rey, there's only reported 1,500 Rey scavengers out there. Only 91 people have a Gear 13 Resistance Pilot. 316 have a Gear 13 Poe Dameron. In regards to relics, if you want to open up that conversation, 78 people have a Relic 7 Rey scavenger. This is just kind of further to point how unnecessary it is to have all this. We can look at the Resistance Pilot. 7 people have a Relic 3 Resistance Pilot. These requirements are so stupid. I mean, there's strikes going on in Marvel Strike Force, and their issues seem so cheery and minuscule compared to the stuff going on in this game right now. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I hope I'm not coming across as too negative right now. I don't want to hate on this game. I love this game so much, but stuff like this, you can't just lay down and take it. You have to say something, so at least the voices are heard that this is absolutely absurd. Smash like if you're one of those 7 people with a Relic 3 freaking Resistance Pilot. We wouldn't get a lot of likes in this video, I'll tell you that, Capital Games. Oh my gosh. All right, we're gonna wrap up the video right there. I don't even know if I'm gonna post this video, to be honest. This might be just a little too negative for what I normally like. We'll have to sit on it for a few moments and think about it. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know what your thoughts are down below. Is this absurd? Is there some grand scheme to all this? Do you guys feel bad for Gary's broken heart? Once you make Gary cry, you know you did something wrong. Like if you did enjoy the video, comment down below. Let's get our thoughts in chat. This is the biggest moment in Galaxy of Heroes history and some of the biggest crap they pushed onto us. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Put me in my place if I'm wrong. Put me in check. Let me know that I'm not too crazy. Subscribe so you're not missing a thing. And I'll see all you lovely people in the next video. Peace out, everybody.